Today I am picking up a book I haven't looked at in a while, and it is The Way of the Spirit Man. And today I want to talk about this. Honestly, might be the first section of the book, but I literally just opened it and I'm like, yeah, I need to talk about this. So, chapter 1, Stop hoping for a completion of anything in life. Most men make the error of thinking that one day it will be done. They think, if I can work if I can work enough, then one day I could rest. Or one day my woman will understand something and then she will stop complaining. Or I'm only doing this now so that one day I can do what I really want with my life. The masculine error is to think that eventually things will be different in some fundamental way. They won't. It never ends. As long as life continues, the creative challenge is tussle, play, and make love with the present moment while giving your unique gift. If this isn't like, if that isn't life summed up, I don't know what is, but somewhere we've got mixed up that life is supposed to become easy. And this is just never true because there's always going to be that next problem. There's always going to be that next issue. There's always going to be that next bill or that next thing that you didn't foresee, and you're going to have to deal with it. And for most of us, I feel like we get by on the sense that, like, you know what, one day I'll have everything I want and then I'll be happy. But when you get all of those things on paper, like, you're still not happy, and it's because you didn't understand that life never stops. There will always be challenges. There will always be tragedies. There will always be things going wrong, but you have to persist through these things. And in this chapter, David Deida, I think that's how you say it. Don't butcher me if I said it wrong. But he basically says that, like, a lot of people will wait for the perfect circumstances to start that dream, the perfect circumstances to start training jujitsu or start a business or do this or do that. And he basically says, like, if you want to do something, if something brings you happiness, just do it for 1 hour a day. And then eventually get it to the point where you can do that as a job, or you can do that as part of your lifestyle and incorporate it more. Like, and this is something that's so frustrating because had I been the person I was 2-3 years ago when I hadn't trained jujitsu and I've always wanted to, and I read that page, I would have been like, you know what, I'm going to sign up today, and my jujitsu would be a lot better than it is right now. And it's the same thing with this YouTube channel. Like, if I want this thing to take off, I spend 15-20 minutes a day filming videos. Like, I really need to start putting an hour in. Like, how am I expecting for this thing to take off, for this to replace my job, for this to replace my future career, if I don't spend at least an hour a day? Like, I'm waiting for that someday when one of my videos takes off and then I'm like, you know what, I'm set for life. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I need to start doing the work. I need to start doing things that are gonna get me ahead and get me to my goals. But I also just, in the back of my mind, have been thinking, like, once I have this, my life will be easy. But the truth is that's not true. The truth is that life doesn't get easier, we get better. Let that sink in. Like, that is something we all need to understand. Like, the challenges you face today are going to be just as hard as the challenges you face tomorrow, but the only difference is the character and the quality of man you are. And once you can begin to start improving, once you can begin to start living and just understanding this fact, I feel like life gets easier because every single time you face a new challenge, you're like, you know what, I experienced something like that in the past. This is how I'm going to approach this. This is what I'm going to do. I know now what I need to do, and it gets solved. But right now, you might be stressing out. You might be stressed out that, you know, you don't have the amount of money to pay your bills, or you don't have this and you don't have that. But we just need to understand that the struggle never ends. We just get better. And I like reading that page today has brought me so much happiness, and I'm just going to go into the rest of my day with a smile. So hopefully this is something that hit you at the right time. Hopefully I picked out a good chapter to go over today. I feel like I'm going to go more through this book because, like, I have to start rediscovering that romantic side of myself after my breakup. I feel like it's time to start exploring these thoughts that I've suppressed for the sake of my feelings and for the sake of my emotional stability. But I feel like it's time to take a deep look in the mirror, reevaluate myself. So I'll probably be rereading this book, and hopefully I'll have some more things to share from it with you guys. And yeah, if that sounds interesting to you and you want to stick around on the channel, subscribe, like the video. Thank you so much for making it this far. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys who have watched these videos. Like, this channel is, like, I didn't expect it to take off the way it's taking off. Like, you might see only a few hundred subscribers, but to me, just me talking about my books and knowing people are interested in, like, the things I read and the thoughts I have on them it's super inspiring, and it really forces me to stay consistent with reading, and it forces me to constantly challenge my thoughts and constantly challenge the opinions that I previously held and try to come to a better understanding and try to project that understanding to you guys. So again, thank you so much for being part of this journey, and I feel like there's so much more to come, and this is only the beginning. So here's to a beautiful future. Catch you guys in the next one.